What's up, you grindhouse-loving freaks, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a very nice treat lined up for us. It is Don Kiesler's 1979 creature feature weird-ass flick. It is Bog, and this one is just all kinds of outrageous fun, really is a wild one, and something fun and special. So let's jump right into this. Here is Bog. Bog is a deliriously entertaining and insanely unusual low-budget late 70s creature feature horror flick, with an abundance of strange characters and a truly bizarre aquatic antagonist that is a sight to behold. Drenched in an off-kilter grindhouse aesthetic and soaked in peculiar style, this weird horror production boasts a curious rural setting and a cast of unlikely hero characters, making for a cinematic experience that is truly unique and surprisingly filled with charm, be it strange charm. Savage, nonsensical, and entirely unpredictable in parts, Bog is a fun example of the weird creature feature flicks of the 70s, and it's an experience that might be an acquired taste, but you honestly won't forget it after witnessing the absurdity. The film follows the events that occur after a local bumpkin fisherman sets off a series of dynamite explosions in a secluded fishing spot in the swamps of Bog Lake, awakening a prehistoric gill monster who's dead set on sucking the blood of any female it comes across, while thrashing the life out of any who stand in its way. Now it's up to local lawman Sheriff Neal, biologist Ginny Glenn, and physician Dr. Brad Wednesday to join forces and figure out a way to destroy the aquatic beast before the entire town is ravaged by the bloodthirsty monster. Do they have what it takes to stop the bug-eyed mutant monster and its relentless rampage? Or are these old fogey heroes sealing their fate and punching their last ticket for an early retirement to the afterlife? Strange, unusual, and completely unorthodox. The cast of Bog is a head-scratching assortment to say the least, with an almost exclusively elder cast and an undeniably impressive arrangement of wacky weirdos and silly monster hunters to gawk at. Tremendously all in with the confusing content on screen and unapologetically earnest in their genuine portrayals. The courageous crew treat the material as serious as a heart attack, making the ridiculousness of the film that much more unusual and enjoyable. The main players and crazy characters of this slippery shit of a film are Aldo Ray as Sheriff Neal Rydholm, the dumbfounded lawman of the town and constant screw-up; Gloria DeHaven as Ginny Glenn, a headstrong biologist trying desperately to find a way to save the town and the endangered creature; Marshall Thompson as Dr. Brad Wednesday, a local physician tasked with aiding Sheriff Rydholm in saving the people of Bog Lake; Roger North and Glenn Voros as Chuck Pierce and Alan Tanner, two bumbling vacationing doofuses who are determined to bring the monster down by any means necessary. And finally, Gloria DeHaven again as Adriana, a witch woman of the forest and hag of the wood who's got an unusual connection with the mutant beast. Weird and unusual, the cast does a fantastic job in matching the weirdness of the picture, and they all entertain to no end with their respective parts. What can really be said about Bog that isn't obvious from its straightforward presentation? It's a story about a gill-man creature who's hell-bent on sucking the blood from females in order to sustain life, and shot in an era where low-budget ludicrous content was king. The film's made-for-TV style and aged cast give the production an impression that makes it stand out and seem off, while the creature effects, though used sparingly, are silly and simplistic, gaining it the bizarre quality that I just love and truly appreciate. The actions the characters make and the chaotic moments of the film are hilarious, as well as hypnotic, as nothing truly feels sane throughout the entire runtime of the film. Drenched in out-of-place melodrama and elderly romantic moments, the film is a strange beast and one that keeps you on your toes, not knowing what genre it's going to decide to dip its toes in. It's completely bipolar and particularly savage when it wants to be, and for me that lopsided nature truly makes this production something of a unique amalgam. If you love creature features of the 70s and just bizarre horror films in general, then you should get a kick out of this unusual flick. In the end, Bog is a fantastically weird and hilariously unhinged horror creature feature concoction. And there you have it, freak shows. That is the insanely entertaining and highly enjoyable creature feature flick that is Bog. Just really outstanding, weird, enjoyable, and like I said, very, very unusual. I love it all around. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.